Welcome back to the Sam the Spiritist YouTube channel. I am Sam the Spiritist. Make sure that you are subscribed if you'd like to receive more messages from the Lwa and other mysteries of light, known primarily in the 21 divisions Dominican Voodoo, which is a practice that I am a priestess of and have been a part of for over a decade now. These are the messages that my spirit guides lead me to give to the collective. Okay, they are not posted on any specific days. I work in this flow of spirit. I follow the flow of spirit, and I only post if and when I truly, authentically feel a message from the Lwa is necessary to give to the collective. So you'll never know exactly when I'm going to post. Sorry for the shake there. You'll never know when exactly I'm going to post. So make sure you are subscribed and have post notifications turned on the channel. Today, we will be doing a message from the Lwa that happens to, in my house, rule over money and luck. So for many people, this Lwa is very fast as well in answering petitions. I work with them. My spouse works with them for petition work, conjure work, especially regarding finances, career, assets, selling of assets quickly, making money quickly, good luck in gambling and investments, business opportunities, career advice, and things of that nature. This is the Guede, the Lwa, that is our go-to for pretty much all of those things, and the one that we will petition for expeditiously moving things along on other areas of our life as well. So if we need certain things done quickly, even if it's outside of financial and money related, career related, we also may petition this Guede for assistance to expedite the process and bring the results faster. Exactly how to do that, we don't discuss. That's inside of our practice. It's a secret society. However, if you need assistance with anything, any particular goals or overcoming any obstacles in your life, you're welcome to book a consultation with me at the link below in the description box on this video. Please keep in mind that my consultations are available first come, first serve. I only take a certain number of cases per month. Therefore, consultations are very limited as I reserve the rest of the weeks for actually doing the work for my private clients. All right. So today's message is from Lwa Guede Limbo, Saint Expedite, or Saint Expeditus, as many people know him as. He is actually a folk saint, if you know the story. He was not truly an acknowledged Catholic saint by the Catholic Church. His statue was accidentally actually sent to and received by I believe a cathedral, and they just kept it. So he's very well known in many different practices, especially voodoo. And hoodoo workers, people who practice hoodoo, also tend to petition and work with Saint Expedite as well. And honestly, he's one of my favorite Lwa. I don't have that. I don't say that to insult anybody, but he is one of my favorite Lwa because his personality kind of is in alignment with mine, very much so. So we get along very well, and I speak with him very closely because he works with my spouse a lot. And he gives me a lot of advice in my private life, and he's helped me. He's never been wrong. I listen to everything that he says. So I highly advise that if you're looking for improvements in your financial life, in your business, your career, and you're looking to move things along quickly, that you heed the advice of Guede Limbo, Saint Expedite, because the man is never wrong. Even if his advice or his work is a little bit different, the outcome is a little bit different than how you expected things to unfold, he will always lead you to your highest good. So even if it's not exactly what you want or how you expected something to be done or to come about, it is always for your highest good. He knows the way. The Lwa know the way better than any of us. So heed their advice. Right, take what resonates, leave what doesn't for you. But let's get started. We're going to be working with today 2 different decks. Earth and Bone, okay? And we're also going to be grabbing a few tips from this Oracle deck, Star Code Astral Oracle. And he already gave me these cards while I was meditating. He told me to talk to you about a few things that I put on this little piece of paper here. So today we're going to start from top to bottom. Limbo wants to talk to you about why your money is slow to come and fast to go. All right. We're going to also talk about what you need to do to unblock it and keep it once you get it. Then we're going to talk about, for gamblers and investors in particular, your lucky days of the month, your lucky numbers of the month. Then we're going to talk about zodiac signs of the person who are good for you to partner with in career and business this month, as well as the zodiac signs of the person that will be distractions or enemies towards your career business goals this month. So, and anything else he wants to talk about and throw in there. That's the outline he gave me. So let's get started on why your money is slow to come and fast to go. All right. Why your money is slow to come and fast to go. I already started meditating on this. Okay. First card here is the Enchanter card upside down. All right. It's a number 22. It normally would be, that would reduce to a number 4, which would normally indicate stability, but you're unstable financially because of a few things here. This can mean for some people different things. So I'm going to give multiple explanations of this. For some of you, take what resonates. For all of you, just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, okay? For some of you, this is that you are not listening, right, to your divine intuition on all the things that you've been directed by spirit to do. And in a sense, you've been psychically attacked, okay, and distracted. This is a form of like an enchantment, okay? This is something that can be considered being enchanted by others, as well as for other people, literally being worked on by somebody to keep your money from stopping or from being slow. And when you receive money, you spend it or lose it just as quickly, okay? Because you are being worked on. So some people are being magically worked on by somebody who is knowledgeable of the craft, whatever spiritual or magical path that they may practice. Some of you are being worked on, and a bunch of you know that, okay? And the last thing for some of you is that you're not using your magic. Some of you are equipped with skill sets, have become knowledgeable of skill sets, and are not utilizing them to aid in assisting in your goals, your financial and monetary goals. There are certain practices that either your family, ancestors may have had. Some of you have like grandmothers and grandfathers who did have these little good luck charms or did these little practices that you witnessed or your parents told you about, somebody in your family told you about or showed you, and you just aren't doing them. That is part of your lineage's magic, and it's gonna be part of a blockage for you in your own flow, in your financial flow, if you don't utilize it. Some lineages have curses and hexes that they've inherited, generational curses and hexes that the descendants have to actively work against, have to set protections. You know, some lineages are spiritually being attacked by others, you know, for generations. And this is something that we do see a lot in people who come from lineages that were involved in African spiritual practices and some indigenous spiritual practices, that you often inherit some sort of generational curse or hex from your lineage, that many of you who are seeking spiritual guidance are actually the ones who are meant to break. But in order to break it and to have your health and your wealth and maintain prosperity, keep it and multiply it, you're going to have to do a little bit of work, whether you're doing it with your own magic and with the knowledge of your ancestors or an elder that's still alive in your lineage that's aware of this magic, or you learn it on your own, invest in learning it for yourself if you're meant to be, only if you're meant to be a practitioner, which you could find out during a reading with any elder in any of the spiritual practices that you are guided to, okay? Or work with somebody that is able to assist you magically. That's the other option. In order to break these curses, these generational curses upon your luck and money, as well as your health, because your health affects your wealth. So if you're having both bad health and bad wealth experiences, they're likely tied together. They likely stem from the same issue, spiritual issue. All illness, all blockages in the physical world start with a spiritual issue. So for many of you, it's you're dealing with some sort of enchantment from others. But for some of you, it's also that you're not utilizing your magical and spiritual abilities, or the magic and spiritual abilities of others that the divine has placed in front of you to assist you. Okay? So keep that in mind. This also can be, for some of you, that you have lost the magic. You have lost the interest, the desire, the magic. You've stopped living your life in a magical way. You've stopped looking at things from a wondrous, miraculous, exciting viewpoint. You've started to look at everything through a lens of dark and murky and negative, because that's what most of society, most of the Matrix programming would like for you to do. The Matrix wants you to be, oppressed, and to be distracted, and to be misguided, confused, depressed, wants you to stay low, wants you to stay, depending on systems. You just have just enough money that you can survive, but your quality of life is not there. You don't have an excess in order to truly enjoy your life without stress of worrying about when the next bit of money is going to come in. And that is not how you're supposed to be. So you need to realize that the next few cards are going to help you understand this, but realize that what's required first is to shift. Again, I've talked about this before in previous readings, but you need to shift your mindset. This is very important. Your mind and your thoughts need to be looking through and changing the lens through which you perceive life. You need to start looking at the world and magic, your spiritual knowledge, your spiritual awareness. Look at everything in a more magical way, in a more mystical way, because not everything is so black and white and going to be as obvious of how to get to a desired result. You have to look at things through a different lens. And Lwa Guede Limbo is showing me that you need to wear a little bit, you kind of have to be a little bit of delusional to get yourself out. If you're in this negative, lack mindset, poverty mindset, you gotta kind of start to wear some rose-colored glasses and start to look at all the positives in life. Start to look around you. Look at what you can be grateful for. Look at how you do have more than a lot of people. So this starts to make you realize, take you out of the vibration of depression, starts to take you out of the vibration of lack. And when you start to do this, you start to shift your reality. When you start to acknowledge and give gratitude for these things that you do have versus what you don't, you will start to shift your vibration higher, and that thus will shift your reality. You're also speaking positive things into existence more when you do this. So instead of saying, like, I don't have the money for this, or I can't do that, look at what you could do. Oh, I was able to get this done. Oh, I had gas in my car today. I was able to go and get groceries. I'm so blessed. All these things, when you say, I'm so blessed, more blessings come. Don't let that go over your head, because a lot of people don't even acknowledge their blessings that they do have. And they might not have the whole world that they want right now, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that are still more blessed than they realize, and who are in way better positions than a lot of people that they don't realize they're in as good of a position. And when you don't realize you're in as good of a position, and you really are experiencing, a comfortable life compared to a lot of other people, giving the universe the acknowledgement that you are grateful for it is going to shift your life, going to shift your energy and shift your life Gratitude is one of the biggest things that people are also missing, is what he's saying. Gratitude for what you have, because unless you are truly in a very struggling third world country that is, lacking a lot of sanitization, a lot of the personal hygiene, a lot of the medical care, a lot of the foods and clean water, you are further ahead and greatly blessed. Okay, and those people are also blessed, and they know it. Even though they don't have as much, they do know, and they do still know that they are blessed. But in this particular country, in the United States, he's saying a lot more people need to start to be more grateful for what you have, because the lack of gratitude and the lack of being present and acknowledging spirit is a huge reason why you're going through a lot of the challenges you're going through. Because before, people used to give gratitude to God. Give gratitude to God just for a new day. Give gratitude to God for bread and water. That's it. Some people only had that thousands of years ago, bread and water. Okay? And the air in their lungs. So give gratitude to God and spirit. Whatever face and whatever, name you know them by. Make sure you are giving gratitude, he's saying. Because gratitude is an energy exchange. In order to open up your way, you need to be giving more gratitude to the universe. To be privileged to be here, to have incarnated on earth. Because not all spirits do get the privilege of being here. If you made it to earth, it is a privilege to be here. Because earth is the most beautiful planet. And she has so much to offer us. So if you were more grateful, and you were more present, and you were more giving back to the universe, back to earth, gratitude, attention, love, and respect, your blessings will open up, because earth is magical. You're not recognizing the wonderment and the magic of earth that you walk through and you walk on upon every day. He's saying this is the key thing that is in people's way that causes blockages, especially in their finances. Because earth is abundant in resources. The matrix, the rulers of the matrix don't want you to know this. But earth is not lacking. Earth is abundant in these resources that are high value, that would be able to drastically improve your financial situation. But you have to be worthy to gain a certain level of success on earth. You have to be doing things and changing lives, changing and contributing drastically to changing the reality on earth for the collective, to be able to receive certain levels of financial success. So what are you doing is what he's saying. How are you contributing to earth? How are you contributing in your individual life, in the smaller collective, that you are able to influence, whether that's your family? How are you contributing to improving the earth experience? Whether that's in your workplace, whether that's in something you volunteer for, whether it's in something you donate to. How are you also contributing, or how do you plan to, with the wealth and the money and the wealth that you say you want or you need? Because the reason you run out of money, even when you get it, and you always have to work for your money, and it's not yet coming with abundance and more passively for you, is because you don't yet have plans. You have not spoken out into the universe. You have not enchanted. Okay, you have not enchanted your money with the intention of giving back in any way yet. Majority of you watching this, you are working only to pay for what you need, because you are so focused on the matrix and allowing yourself to be distracted. The bills exist, yes, the bills exist, they will still exist. However, when your mindset changes from, when I have this money, I'm going to have I'm going to not only be able to pay for my bills, all my bills and expenses, my immediate needs, but I am going to have an excess, and I'll be able to help someone else with it. When you start to shift from having intentions just for yourself and your immediate needs to telling the universe that you wish to receive more money, a larger amount of money, and to do something for someone else with it. And to do something for someone else with it. The universe starts to shift realities and timelines for you on its own, without even having to do lighting candles and doing all these other spiritual rituals, because your intention first is to be able to do a great work with it that isn't just self-serving. Okay, so you're telling the universe that you'll be able to do more, and you plan to do more, not just for yourself, but for others, with whatever wealth you are provided. Okay, with the increase in money, or with that new job you have been trying to get. Why? Just because you want more money to pay your bills, and you'll have to work. You'll always have to work. If you're always focused on paying bills, you'll just acquire more bills to pay. And you will, because you're telling the universe, I need this money to pay for my bills. I need this money to pay for my bills and my expenses. You'll just acquire more and more expenses and bills. You'll stress yourself out because you are telling the universe that there's more expenses. There's more bills, instead of telling the universe there's more generosity, there's more charity that you're going to be able to utilize that money for. Okay, there's more change that you're going to make. So then the changes and the opportunities for charitable works will come, and more money will come without having to increase your expenses, if you understand what I'm saying. More money will flow to you because you're programming your reality to be a reality where you make money more easily, and you have it, you keep it, and you have an abundance of it because you are willing to give it to things that matter, to give back to the earth, to give back to animals, to take care of this planet, because you were sent here. We're all sent here to be stewards of this planet, guardians of this planet. So if you understand that, which most people don't, and which is why most people are just bots of the matrix now, slaves of the matrix. When you understand that, you can become a creator in the matrix, a leader in the matrix, and influence others. And like this reading is helping others right now. It's part of my job, is to make other people aware that they don't have to be bots. They don't have to be slaves. They can become leaders, and they can co-create a new reality that then becomes like contagious to other people once they learn this, and then they start doing it. And then you shift over time. The more and more people do this, you shift the collective into liberation from being slaves and bots of the matrix and oppressed and depressed and struggling, etc. But it has to start with you. You're the one who has to realize this, okay? And see that the magic is real. Use your magic. You look at the world almost in a Delulu way, where even though the money hasn't shown up yet, if you know that if you start programming your intentions and your words out about how, when you receive, give an X amount of dollars, don't make it super astronomical and unrealistic right now. Be rational, okay? I need to receive $10,000 in the next, an extra $10,000 through, whatever work that you are willing to do, or a business that you have created, an investment that you have made and you're actively working towards. I need to be making an extra, $5,000, whatever it is, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, whatever is realistic based on what it is you're willing to do. Okay, I need to make this money. Or if it's, I'm willing to drive and deliver Uber Eats, or I'm willing to, pick up and do an extra job for a temporary period so that I can make this extra money. And with this extra money, I plan to, take care of my personal debts, pay off my debts, improve my credit and pay off my debts so that I am able to put the money into work, start a business where I'm able to then help people. The reason I want to start a business is so I have more freedom, okay? More time and freedom to enjoy my life and help other people. Most people are just enjoy my life, spend time with my family, and that can happen for a while, but when you start to do that and only that, and you're not giving back, you will see that you get more financial blockages, and what is given tends to get taken away, because the universe requires an energy exchange. Earth requires an energy exchange. Okay? Earth requires an energy exchange. You'll find your life becomes more stable. Your finances become more stable when you give that energy exchange. You've already been given the vision, but you're not doing with it. This is what's in your way as well. This is why when you get money, it tends to come slow, because you're not either, you have like your toes in, but not your full body, and your feet and your full body in on a vision that you were given by Spirit and the divine. You've been seeing the vision, you've been getting many signs about the vision, but you still don't believe in the vision enough. And when you don't believe in something that Spirit is giving you, how can you expect your money to stay? You're telling your money, I don't trust my spirit guides, therefore I don't really need to hold on to this money because I'm not going to do anything significant with it anyway. So it just goes to paying your bills. Spirit always takes care of you. You'll just have enough, but you'll be struggling because you're not trusting and not having faith in the vision. Okay? Faith rejuvenates. Okay? Faith rejuvenates. You don't have confidence in your vision? Well, I had done a reading a while ago, I think on this channel, from one of the barons, I believe, about it. It was in there. I talked all about confidence and self-worth. You should be working on that already. By now, you should have this. You should have been trusting your spirit guides so much. How can you not be confident if you trust in your spirit guides? If you truly trust and are in tune with your spirit guides and know that your spirits are walking with you, know that they protect you, why aren't you confident? Why do you value yourself so little and not think that the vision that they give you is going to be successful? Why do you feel like unworthy of the vision? Why do you feel unequipped or unprepared? If you've been working on it, if you've been working towards it, but not truly all the way in on it yet, if you've been learning what you need to learn in order to make this vision happen, then why aren't you there with the confidence? Your spirit guides want to give you something and show you a vision that you weren't capable of doing. If you trust them, they will provide the way. They will show you the way, but you have to act on it. If you don't have faith and you don't act, see, your vision was divine. It's a number 9. That's from the divine. So if you don't act on the vision and you don't have faith, number 5, without faith, there's no change. Without faith, there's no change. Faith is required. Faith is the energy exchange, the bare minimum energy exchange for the changes that you're asking for, that you're wishing to see in your life. But the vision has to be acted upon. That's part of the energy exchange too. You want more money, Spirit has given you a vision that they need you to do certain things on this earth to be truly deemed worthy of receiving a certain amount of a level of success. They need to see that you're going to follow through on the vision, that you're going to be responsible, accountable, a leader in some sort of way, big or small, doesn't matter. They need to see that you can be trusted to deliver on your end of the deal. Why should they give it to you over somebody else that is more willing more willing to change, more willing to learn, more willing to invest, more willing to have faith. Why should they give it to somebody who just wants it just to have it, just to feel comfortable? Spirits, you're not here on earth just to feel comfortable. You're here on earth to learn and to grow and to enact change and to influence others, okay? And to help others. So money is a tool. Money is not to be wasted. Money isn't just for paying your bills. Yes, you'll pay your bills with the money that you get. However, it is not just for that. Sure, money is for fun, yes, but only should you be having a lot of fun and getting an easier life when you have been a big contributor to either people in your personal life that you've been taking care of, when you've been a caretaker of people who are less fortunate than you, less capable than you. You get rewarded for that by spirit. Okay, you will be rewarded for that by spirit if you have faith and you follow the visions that they're giving you. But beyond caretakers, people need to be contributing to this earth experience in some sort of significant manner. And every person has a divine different purpose. And each person's vision and purpose is going to be different. And each person's required skill sets are going to be different. But this is part of the reason why you're not able to earn money, a lot of money, and keep it. And why when you do get money, it's relatively slow and or fast to leave you. So if it comes and then it leaves just as quick as it came, that's because you're not pursuing this all the way. You're not either clear on your vision or 100% confident in your vision, or you don't have faith, confident in yourself, or you don't have faith in the vision. Spirit would not assign you a mission that you are not capable of completing. But if you're constantly sitting there thinking that you aren't capable, or you don't have faith that your spirit guides are right, you don't have faith that they're going to lead you to the right people, if you're always doubting everything that they are putting in your path, if you're always what's the word? I'm trying to find the word. Can't find it. But if you're always doubting, basically, and always suspicious and of other people that are trying to help you, that have what you need, and instead you're always so suspicious of them, or disregarding the help, or saying no to opportunities that make sense just because you're too fearful, you're not faithful enough, well, that's going to block you. You're telling the universe that you don't need that money. You're not going to put that money to work. You're not going to invest that money that you have. So let's just put it to bills and spend it and keep going through the lesson of struggle and suffering and stress until we get the point that we have to use the money a different way. We have to put the money to work and utilize the money as a tool in a different way. Otherwise, you'll just keep going through the experience of money. It just comes to pay your bills just enough, or you have to struggle to keep earning it because you've disrespected Spirit's vision. You've not had enough faith. And if anything else, for some of you, it's that you are crossed. And when you don't have faith, when you don't pray, when you don't follow the path that Spirit's guiding you to, and keep your mind very clear and set on the goals that Spirit is showing you, is very easy for your head to get crossed. So a lot of you need mind uncrossing. Being crossed is affecting your stability in number 4. It's affecting your mental stability particularly. So when you're mentally unstable now, you need to do more work spiritually, energetically, possibly emotionally, in order to be able to get back into the right alignment to utilize money properly. The spirit of money likes to come to people who are very clear and focused and intentional with what they're using the money for. Otherwise, the money will run. It'll leave. It'll go Spirit will provide just enough to pay your bills, but it doesn't want to come back to you. It doesn't like your energy. And this is just the truth. Money is a spirit. Money doesn't like energy that says, I'm not going to do anything with you. I don't value you. I am afraid of you. You're afraid of money. You're afraid of losing money. Afraid of losing money is the same thing as saying I'm afraid of money. Let that sink in. Being afraid of losing money, being afraid of investing money, being afraid of properly putting money to work, using money as a tool is the same as saying I'm afraid of money. Period. So what do you think the money spirit says? I talked about this 4 years ago, 2020 or 2021, when I did a community ritual with the spirit of money and Anaisa. Okay, I did a community ritual back then, and I talked about the spirit of money. So this is nothing new for people who've been following me for a while. But this reading is to remind you that the spirit of money needs to be loved, needs to be appreciated, needs and wants to be put to work, wants to help. It is a tool to help not just you. It is a tool that helps you to then be able to help the rest of the world or influence in some way a positive and act a positive change. It's like donating back into society. And when you do that, it's like you get these major karma points, these major blessings in other areas of your life that you won't be able to even realize are going to come to you. They just will, because the universe starts to open doors. So you might not necessarily receive, put out money and donate it, right? You'll get money, you'll donate it, or maybe you invest in opportunity, and you might not necessarily make a ton of money right back on your investment as in the form of money, right? But you're going to start to see doors open in other areas of your life. That's how the universe works, that are going to be just as valuable, if not more valuable, than if you had received, a major financial gain right away. Okay? So you have to understand that the spirit of money knows other spirits. So when the spirit of money is put to work by you, when you're grateful for it and you put it to work, you intend for it to work, you have to realize it knows other spirits that can open doors for you, other spirits that know other people that can influence those other people to fall in your path, to cross your path and present you opportunities, or make connections with people that you otherwise would not have been making connections with and been introduced to. And many other ways that the spirit of money can influence other spirits to favor you. But you have to understand all spirits are real. As a spiritist, it's my job to not make you understand, but tell you and demonstrate to you that all spirits are real. And they can speak to other spirits, and they can vouch for someone or not vouch for someone. And so understand, when you're working with money, when you're dealing with money, money is always going to sense your energy. If you're afraid of money, you're pushing it away. If you are fearful about what to do when with a certain amount of money that you have, and you're always seeing bills and credit card payments, car notes as an expense, rather than learn a little bit about financial management, learn about money management. You might need to take a course if you're fearful of money. There's a lot of programming in the matrix that wants you to be fearful of money, because they know that if you're afraid of the money, then the money is going to go back to them, the creators of the matrix, and all their friends, and they'll get to have the majority of the money. But if you get yourself knowledgeable on laws, tax laws, business tax laws, credit laws, and you work with people who are not afraid of the spirit of money, who have mastered the spirit of, have mastered money and become friends with the spirit of money, these people can help you to not be fearful of money, but rather to learn to love money and see money as a tool and attract money back to you with ease. Okay, they can help reprogram you. I've given a bunch of you personally in my DMs, people who have learned this about the spirit of money, people in different industries that I know and that I also have worked with personally and professionally, that are masters of money because they understand this about money. Okay, and that's why they become wealthy. So when you're But when you're programmed by the matrix and you believe the lies and the illusions of the matrix about money and that money is scarce, you've already set yourself up for struggle or failure with money because you believe this lie, this illusion. And then you base and you program your whole life and your reality around money is scarce. There's a lack of money. Money is always hard to get. I'm always broke. That is just a bunch of BS. Money is not scarce. The natural resources on this planet alone, money is not scarce. They are forms of currency. You have gold, you have silver, you have copper, you have like uranium, you have plutonium, you have all these other like metals that are very valuable and that are actually forms that will be forms of money if they aren't already in the future. You have natural resources like oil, you have natural resources and commodities that are traded, that are representations of currency, okay, that are traded every day, that are of value, that in the event that you have to go into a cashless society and barter or trade again, like our great ancient ancestors used to have to do that, used to have to barter and trade goods with one another before there was a form of exchange in the form of coins and dollars like we have today and euros and all of that and yen. They had to barter. So I had to trade a chicken or a few chickens for if you wanted, a certain garment, garment that somebody created or a blanket that somebody created by hand. If you wanted it, you would have to trade them something you had, like chickens or eggs or whatever it was you had that they thought was of equal or greater value to what they were offering you. So if you don't want to have to go back into a system like that, start valuing the spirit of money. It's up to you to value the spirit of money and put the spirit of money to work. Because if you're not going to put the spirit of money to work in the form of money that you have now, you're choosing to go through a collective experience where we have to change the monetary system drastically, where you have to go through and learn the lessons that people learned before, bartering, so that you can value money again. You'll have to go through an equal energy exchange of goods and services again. Instead of learning how to use the currency, the money, as a tool, you'll have to continue to work for it hard by offering goods and services again and trading goods and services with others in order to survive. So that is the path that is a possibility if people don't start really taking advantage of the information. Stop being crossed. Stop getting confused. Get clear on how to use money as a tool. How money is your friend. How you can utilize the tax laws in this country and other countries, business tax laws and money, and how you can utilize other banks outside of this country. Okay, if you really want to be free, and retain your money and grow your money, become educated. Stop living in fear and allowing your mind to be crossed by the lies. Because I know many millionaires, okay? I've learned from many millionaires and I've networked with many millionaires now. And they all had to learn this in order to succeed. They all had to change their mindset. Number 5, faith. You also have to have faith. These people are people who had faith. They don't all believe in the same God, but they have faith that their God, that the universe and their God was leading them in the right direction and leading them to take a risk on the vision that they had. They've believed in abundance. They believed that it was available, and they believed that they could have a prosperous life if they learned some new things and acted on visions that they had been given, because they were seeing themselves wealthy and successful and traveling the world, just like you probably have, because you're meant to. They were seeing themselves staying in mansions, having 5-star hotel experiences, 5-star dining experiences, flying private or flying business class, executive and business class, having massive influence and having, massive impact. They just didn't necessarily know all the how exactly, but they followed what they were being guided to, and they found their way because they had faith and they trusted in God and the divine and the universe. And they had confidence, enough confidence to do it. They didn't necessarily, weren't the most super confident in the world, but they had just a little bit, and they had their faith, and they got started. Because they were tired of feeling like this. They were tired of feeling lost, confused, down and depressed and overwhelmed and stressed and being in a lack experience. And they decided that they deserved and wanted better. And then every millionaire I know gives back. Every single one of them gives back by teaching something, or gives back by donating, gives back by hosting certain free events and education, or free, it does a lot of charitable stuff and hosts certain charitable events. They visit certain ones that I know, even visit foreign countries, and just some of them just give out money to people in need and risk, even have risked their lives because they know that they are protected. They know that when they act on faith and trust in the universe, and they know that they are protected and they are being guided, then nothing bad is going to happen to them. And they just do it. And that has taught me a lot. And through knowing them, Spirit has shown and taught me a lot about the spirit of money, faith, and what we're here for, how we're here to impact the world. Even if it seems like a small way to you, even if it doesn't seem like you're doing a huge difference, I promise you it's making a difference to the people that you're helping, or the animals you're helping, or the area, the environment you're helping. Nobody else is going to do it if you don't do it. It's your vision. Nobody else is as equipped to do it the way that you're being shown to do it. Somebody else may try to do it, but it'll be done in a different way. Maybe not as good as you're meant to do it. So why aren't you acting? Acts of faith are required to succeed. That is why your money is slow to come and goes just as quickly. You need to up your faith, stay clear on your vision, trust the vision. Okay? Otherwise, you're gonna continue to experience the crossings. If you need help with mind on crossing work, you can always book a consultation. But you can always take the free general spiritual negative energy removal baths and sweetening baths, prosperity baths that my spouse has on her YouTube channel, which I'll link below in the description box for you. I'll put them all there. They're free for you to do. You just have to, main ingredients are pretty much things that you could probably get in the dollar store. So if you can't even invest that much, well, that's part of your problem. If you can't go to the dollar store or use something that you already have in your cabinet and use a few minutes of your day to brew yourself these baths, these free recipe baths that she's given out, that I'm literally linking in the description box below for you, then the spirit of money doesn't want to come to you. You have to give in order to receive. You have to give time. You have to do certain work and show that you're willing to exchange energy with the universe. You're willing to do something in order to get something. That's how it works. This planet is not free. There's always money or time, energy exchange required in order to advance. Okay? So that's the guidance here on what is in your way and that's how to fix it too. How to fix it. Take those baths to start. Start having more faith. Start following the vision. Okay? And some of you do need the mind uncrossing. So you can book a consultation if you want to get started on that. Okay? The next thing that he wanted me to talk to you about. To keep it once you get it, like I was just talking about, is you have to reinvest it back into the universe, into the society. You have to make positive contributions back. If you're a greedy spirit, trust me, the money spirit will leave you. Over time, it will leave you. And you'll be back in the same position or worse. Money The spirit of money, just like any Lwa and other spirits, are living entities of their own that can make their own decisions. Okay? I don't know how else and how more frequently I can express that on this channel and in all my Instagram posts that I've made. The money spirit, just like any other spirit that you're seeking assistance from, has the right to revoke blessings that they've given. Okay? Has the right to revoke access to certain things, block your way, put blockages in your path if you're not grateful, and especially if you're greedy. Okay? You need to give money back out to those who, into situations or to places, to animals, to the society once you receive it. Which is what all billionaires do. Everybody wants to be mad at billionaires. Okay, there's some that are really truly awful, evil people, but there's others who are actually geniuses, who have changed the society and who do give back drastically, more than millions of people combined. And everybody who doesn't even give back wants to be mad about it. Everybody who's a greedy spirit wants to bitch and complain about it instead of being inspired by it and believing and having faith and trusting the vision and utilizing their magic. Just like every billionaire that's out there knows and practices some sort of faith or magical spiritual practice. Okay? And because of that, they are successful, they are protected, they are able to give back. Some of them, not all of them, a select few may work for dark forces, but there are many that don't, and that in their own reality are able to give back to many different things. And in what is it called? Introduce drastic change, enact drastic change. Okay? But if you're so busy looking at what somebody else is doing and being salty that somebody else has something that you want and that you think you're entitled to, if you haven't put plans in place and spoken to the universe and told the universe and spirit, God, how you plan to utilize those blessings, I promise you those people already have. Those people have spiritual advisors, okay? Those people know the importance of having a spiritual advisor and listening to what gods and goddesses, spirits that walk with them, that protect them, say they need to do, okay? So I promise you, all of them know, and all of them listen to their unique spiritual guides, okay? And that's why they're successful. That's why they're protected. So no matter how much salt and how much hate or evil eye and gossip there is on the internet about many different people that are very successful and wealthy, people who are innovators and people who are inventors, people who are just geniuses who create a massive, change in the world and in society, you have to understand that they were given a vision, they were given a mission. They may be a far older soul than you, maybe further along through this earth experience with a lot more wisdom in this incarnation that they're in versus where you're at. So understand that they didn't, though it may seem and appear to you as if they just got lucky or if it was easy for them or that they should just give all their wealth back to those less fortunate. No. They earn where they're at. And they do give back, but they don't have to give to people who aren't willing to work just as hard or learn and advance spiritually just as much as they have through their incarnations to get where they're at, to earn where they're at. That's how this school works. Earth school works that way. So the readings that I'm giving, the guidance that my spirit guides are giving is to help you advance and level up faster so that you can get to higher levels of success in less incarnations. But you have to be willing to learn the lessons and you have to be willing to change in order to get there, to improve in order to get there, and to be deemed worthy for what it is you say you want, desire, and need. You always have just enough, but in order to really have excess, you have to be very intentional and very worthy with what it is you're willing to do with the wealth and the abundance. Because if you're not going to put it to work, if you just want it for yourself, just for the sake of seeing it there and to feel comfortable, I promise you, you're likely not to get it. So Understand that. That's how this planet works. You don't get to be on this planet just to be comfortable and to receive all that and to not do anything with it. So, for gamblers, investors, let's find out your lucky days this month. All right. Let's find out your lucky days this month. I'm going to pull a few cards, and the number on the cards is going to determine the dates this month. So I'm not specifically going to say a day by the name of the day, but he is saying the numbers, the dates this month. Okay? Twenty-ninth. We have a 29, right, in April? I believe so. 29th. Yeah, we have 29th. 38th, so that would be 11. The 11th. So, the 5th. So for gamblers and investors, these are the days, the dates that you're saying are very important. And the 10th. And for stability, those are the main dates. If you want drastic change, I'll pull a 5th card. This is their 5th card. And the 4th. So the 4th, the 5th, the 11th, and the 29th. Very important days for investors and very lucky days for investors and gamblers to be looking at their expertise, information regarding their expertise. Maybe it's a great day for you to do spell work too, if you are into spell work. But particularly a great day for gamblings are the 29th, the 4th, the 5th, and the 11th. And what else? The 10th, right? Yeah, the 10th. 4th, 5th, 10th, 11th, and 29th. All right. He's saying, let me give you 2 more cards. And the 8th. Seems like he likes the 8th, the 10th, and the 11th. And the 6th. All right, so he likes the earlier part of the month, this month. Probably because it's spring equinox energy, and setting your intentions is very, very, very important. Since we're still in spring equinox energy, the spring equinox began on March 19th, and it goes throughout the month of April. It's Ostara. Ostara is the goddess of fertility, new beginnings, rebirth, okay, renewal. This is when spring has sprung and you should be planting your seeds. I did an Ostara video message yesterday, but make sure that you are, and you can go back into my Instagram and watch the Ostara video messages. I did like 3 hours worth of live. They're not on my YouTube. So go to my Instagram and watch that if you're not familiar with Ostara and the spring equinox and what you should be doing for spring equinox, because this is the time of the year. He's reminding you with these dates that the earlier this month is the more luckier part of the month. Excuse me. Because this is the time where you should be setting your intentions anyway. So setting your intentions now, starting to plan your business investments now, even if you don't necessarily trade or open positions if you're investing, and even if you don't particularly gamble on these days, they are good days for planning, researching, gaining insight, and gaining more data. If you do sports betting, review the data on these days. Pay attention to the games, the data and the games on these days. For sports betting, he's saying these are the days that you may want to gamble on. Okay, for gamblers, he's saying these are the dates you want to gamble on. Okay, these are your lucky days. For investors, though, he's saying these are days that are going to be great days for you to start to see patterns begin to form. If you're into trading, if you're into trading any crypto stocks, these are days that you want to pay attention to the patterns, not necessarily days that you're going to open trades on, but you're going to start to see drastic changes in patterns or drastic formation of patterns. Maybe they were in consolidation on whatever assets that you may be on your watch list, but these are the days, okay? The 4th, the 5th, the 6th, I believe. And let's see here. We got the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 8th, the 10th, the 11th. All right. 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 8th, the 10th, the 11th, and the 29th. Pay attention to these dates, okay? And also a double confirmation on the 11 here. So something about the 11th is very important this month, okay? So pay attention to that if you're gamblers and investors. Those are your lucky dates this month, all right? Let's see. What else he had me want to go over here. Lucky days, and those are also your lucky numbers. So I gave you the numbers. They're the same thing. They're gonna, whether they're, however they resonate with you, whether you want to play them in the lotto, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 8th, the 10th, the 11th, and the 29th. If you want to use a combination of those in lotto, if you want to use a combination of those for whatever other gambling that you may do, or any other investing that you may do. However you are called to and drawn to them, in whatever format, in whatever manner, those are the numbers. Follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. Don't second guess, just follow the intuition. All right, so now we're going to get into the last part of today's reading for the beginning of the month of April. Remember, gamblers and investors, it's, the beginning of the month of April is a powerful time. Very powerful time because of Ostara, spring equinox energy. So do not delay on making your investments, playing your numbers, and whatever form of gambling you might do. I'm not going to give you any financial advice in here, but you got your numbers. Don't delay. Don't miss your days. Beginning of the month are the majority of the days that he provided were in the first half of the month. Pay attention. Let's see. Invitation, relationship. Let's see. Regarding your business, you're going to receive, if you have a business, you're going to be presented with invitations for partnerships this month in your business. And if you're in a job, you may be being looked at for being considered for a promotion or an increase in pay. But watch out for somebody from the past coming and trying to sabotage that, or being a distraction. I'm gonna leave that there. I feel like there's more for that. Okay. Pay attention to your future. Pay attention towards the goal. Don't pay attention to stuff that was from the past. Don't pay attention to drama in the workplace, or don't pay attention to people that you did business with in the past. They're showing me that something's coming for their future, a new opportunity, a partnership, or some sort of promotion. is on the horizon here this month. You're being considered. You might not necessarily particularly receive the invitation or confirm the partnership and do the paperwork and make the deal this month, but they're saying you have a review. Somebody's introspecting, somebody's considering you, somebody's looking to see if you're in alignment. Okay, trying to see if you're in alignment with what is for their highest good, or the company's highest good. So you're being looked at and considered in some sort of work capacity, job or business. Yeah, very much Saturn energy. We'll get to that in 1 second. Saturday is actually a really good day for money work, as is day of Mars today, Tuesday. So yeah, day of Mars. Tuesdays and Saturdays this month are also your lucky days. In addition to, he's saying Tuesdays and Saturdays are your lucky days this month in April for money. So this is a really good for beginning something new, or getting a new job, or beginning a new partnership. Tuesdays and Saturdays are good days for this. They'll bring you stability and luck. Number 4, 22 reduces to 4, and future, number 7. Luck. Okay. Let's see what else he's saying. And let's see if we can get the description of somebody here that you should partner with it. I knew it. I knew a Virgo was on the horizon. Virgo. You see the Virgo is holding the wheat. The Virgo is who's good for your partner, who's good as a partner, or as somebody that is going to give you a career advancement. Pay attention to the Virgos. They're divine. They're the higher good. They hold your new opportunity for wealth or success comes through a Virgo, or if not particularly a Virgo, your new success may be manifesting in the next Virgo season. Okay, so the September. So what you plant now, your seeds that you plant now, this also represents seeds planted now in spring equinox energy, April Ostara energy, will be harvested come Virgo season. Okay, so it's either a Virgo that is going to help you, and or what you plant now is going to be harvested, ready to harvest in Virgo season, but only if you take fast, direct, focused, clear action now. Okay. What else? All right. Anything? Let's see. Do we have anything regarding distractions, enemies? Any signs that they can recognize for distractions and enemies that may be getting in the way of their success this month? Let's see. All right. Some illusions. Give me a sec here. Cancer. All right. Illusions of a Cancer. Or illusions and distractions coming in Cancer season. You might start to plant your seeds now, right? But come Cancer season, you may have distractions that you are going to be tested. Okay, don't get distracted. Don't fall for any illusions that may come up in Cancer season. Okay, stay bright, focused on the future, focused on harvesting in Virgo. Harness the power of Saturn and Mars energy towards your manifestations. Stay in alignment. Future on Virgo. Okay, future on Virgo season. Harvest. Future on your harvest, but plant now. The relationship opportunities are coming to you. The growth opportunities, the invitations to grow in your business and in your career are coming now. Now, the spring, you are being reviewed, but you're being considered, you're being reviewed, maybe proposed to in the sense of business and career, these opportunities. But when you do have them, make sure that you are focused on the future, not on the past. Be focused on anybody who is a Virgo in the situation is somebody that is likely to be able to help you and likely a good partner, or likely the person reviewing you or considering you for growth. And then the Cancer in this situation is likely to be somebody who's more likely to be a problem, sabotaging you, or evil eye, or drama. Okay. And beware of Cancer season. Somebody could possibly be coming in to try to distract you. Okay, trying to distract you and make you not see clearly, and make you basically screw things up, screw your chances up for success, and missing out on your harvest. You don't want that. Okay. Anything else, Guede Limbo? So that's feeling like that's pretty much it for this session here. Any last message for them? Any last words of wisdom for their career, their success, going into now the spring equinox, planting season? Anything else for them? Let's see here. Yeah, so the last thing he's saying here is don't focus so much right now on talking and gossiping in the workplace and having friends and feeling surrounded by friends, and like, don't give that attention right now. This is not the time for that. This is the time for planting, focusing on your growth and your goals. After you achieve them, then you can have, more of community friendships in work or business. Right now, it's about your goals and achieving the next level up, okay? And socializing too much outside of the workplace, don't focus on that. A lot of people get too mixed up in the workplace with drama. He's saying watch out for that. Mixed up with the politics of the workplace, watch out for that. Stay goal focused. Don't bring any drama. Don't participate in talking about things that have nothing to do with work in the workplace. Don't talk about personal business, because you are being looked at and evaluated right now. If you have a job, and if you're looking for a partnership or trying to pursue partnerships and career opportunities that are like self-employment, investing, real estate. He's showing me like houses, real estate. Also, if you're trying to sell a house right now, he's saying, I'm seeing somebody that is trying to sell their house. Right now, he's saying focus on the money. Don't take a bad deal. Don't be desperate because of the market and because people don't want to spend as much. He's also showing me people that are trying to sell their house. Wait, because they're bringing you the right proposal. Somebody's going to come with the right proposal and actually pay you more than what you want. Don't get shortcut. He just threw that in there. Don't cut yourself and sell yourself short. Okay. Pay attention and listen to your spirit guides, Mercury. Okay. Pay attention and listen to your spirit guides. The messages coming from your spirit guides. Follow your intuition. Trust in the spirits. Pursue career growth and businesses in what you love. Okay. If you pursue what you love, you will become abundant. If you pursue new things out of love, with love, you will attract abundance. He's saying you don't attract abundance when you go to work and do a job that you hate every day. Okay. You'll always be working if you're in, and always be just having enough and not having excess if you're doing something that you don't love. If you're doing something you're not excited about. Okay. And if you don't feel good when you're in the workplace, you don't like what you're doing, you're going to have you're going to have financial blockages. Some of you need to change where you're at and do something that is more, again, over here. This is coming up with a duality, meaning the alignment card. Here we go. Okay. Introspect. Okay. He's saying go back. He's tying these two together here. Saying go back and introspect on what you love and what you enjoy, because this is going to be really important for you in opening up your abundance, okay, and growing your financial wealth from just having some money and just getting paycheck to paycheck or just having enough. So your abundance, whoever's watching this, your abundance is completely directly tied to you doing something, being in alignment, doing something you love, that you gravitate more towards, that you're interested in. You can't be doing things that you don't enjoy. Okay? This is very, very vital to you being able to open up and unblock your financial success. Okay? Unblock your money and your prosperity, your wealth. Okay? And this also affects your health, because it stress you out and make you ill to be this out of alignment, where you are just not doing something that you love. Okay? Where you are doing things just to survive and just to pay the bills. It is actually taking more from you and keeping you more unlucky and less prosperous. But you think that just because it's paying the bills, because the Matrix has taught you this, you think that just because it's paying your bills and you're making ends meet, that it's good for you. It's not. I promise you, your sacrifice, and the cost of that is your health, your mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical health. And long-term, your prosperity and your wealth are going to be struggling and blocked. So you need to, again, introspect, like the card said. You need to start planting now and focused on what it is you actually enjoy. Find something and introspect and be sincere with yourself on what it is, different things that you would like, and open up your mind to the possibilities. If you are not happy with what you are doing, don't enjoy what you're doing, open your mind to the possibilities of what can be created from your mind's eye. Anything that you want to create is possible. If it doesn't exist yet, create it. You are a co-creator. Create it. There are so many tools available to you, and you don't even need a partnership if you don't want to, but you can leverage. The partnership doesn't even need to be somebody hands you a deal, or you sign a deal or a contract, or you get into an agreement and take a new job. It doesn't even need to be that. Some of you it is that, but some of you are meant to create something new. If you're not finding something that fits you and suits you, that you thoroughly enjoy, then you are meant to create it. And this is what you have to understand. This is where human design comes into play too. And this is where in private readings, and in consultations and private readings, sometimes I look up your human design, because it has a lot to do with what you're meant to do in life, and what your nature is and what you're actually good at. And it helps you you may want to look this up yourself. Look up your human design. And you can Google this and find out for yourself, because this is going to tell you how and what you're meant to do, why you're meant to do it. And for a lot of people, they are meant to be creators. The things that exist already don't fit their personality. Things that exist already and that other people do aren't meant for them, don't feel authentic for them. If there's no creators creating something new and innovating, then there's no change, there's no growth in society. So you are needed. If you're meant to be a creator and you're not fitting the box of all these other things, that's okay. Stop being afraid to create something new. If you have a vision that you don't see anywhere else, that is divine. Only you can bring it in, and only you have been given that exact vision that way. And you got to follow that guidance and create something new with it. For those of you who are not happy with what you're doing, can't find something that you want to, can't think of anything that you want to do, as far as working in a regular job and advancing in a 9-to-5, that is okay. Or if you don't actually want to, do investing or trading or anything like that, or gamble, that is okay. Create something new. Start a new venture. with the vision and the divine intuition that God has given you. Trust in your spirits. Right now, again, this is the planting season, the planning and planting season. The planning technically should have been done during winter, okay? But if you haven't planned yet, plan now and plan quickly, and then plant while you're still in spring, especially if you can plant in April in Ostara, okay? Very, 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 very important, crucial to your success to have your paths begin to get unblocked this year. This is the season. If you wait past this season, I promise you, you have missed out already on prosperity. If you do not plant and set intentions and start to change now, your roads will be blocked for the rest of the year. Unless you do serious spiritual work with somebody like myself or my spouse or another practitioner to help you, because you are already, by not acting now, you are causing yourself hexes and roadblocks. Okay? You're telling yourself no. You're telling the universe no, and therefore you will find more blockages in your path, more problems down the line in the coming seasons. The wheel of the year and the forces of nature, the cycles of nature are very real, and you have to act accordingly during certain times of the year. Now is the time to plant and to have already planned, plant and nurture your garden. Nurture your ideas now. Take action on your ideas now. Not next week, not next month, now. Gracias a la misericordia. Many blessings to you all. I hope that you really enjoyed this video. Hope that this helps you. Let me know what resonated for you in the comments below. If you feel like you would like to leave my Spirit Guide Guede Limbo a tip or a donation to his altar to buy him certain gifts, different beverages that he likes, tobacco that he likes, new tools, new sets of dice for his readings, new cards for him in his readings in the future, you can leave a donation at paypal.me/SamTheSpiritist. Or if you just like to tip me as well, you can leave it there as well. If you like to get a personal reading, I do them by YouTube video private link. So if you'd like a personal specific reading about your life and your life only, you can also order them at the link below. And within 3 to 5 business days, I will email you a private YouTube video link that only you and I will have access to. Nobody else can watch it. It's confidential. And you'll be able to go in at your leisure and watch that reading and refer back to it as many times as you'd like. It just makes it easier for me as I have limited time with my other spiritual work and commitments to my spiritual practice. And I also work with my spouse, who's a high priestess, and have to do ceremonies and assist her mysteries. So it leaves me a limited amount of time to offer reading appointments. I am primarily a conjurer and spiritual worker as well. So I have to leave a lot of my availability open for that work, as that is my main purpose. Okay. These readings, though, are to help, I try to offer them now regularly on these channels to give a little bit of insight and help from the spirits, but it's up to you to act upon the guidance and enact the change in your life. Gracias a la misericordia. Many blessings to you all, and I'll see you in the next video.